Hello, my name is J.D. McCutcheon. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the life and work of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the Austrian Empire in what is now modern-day Croatia. He studied engineering and physics at the Graz University of Technology in Austria. Nikola Tesla actually dropped out of university before obtaining a degree. Tesla is widely known for his contributions and work with alternating current, otherwise known as AC current. He was in a long-time battle with American inventor Thomas Alva Edison, who was a strong proponent for the use of DC current to power U.S. cities. Edison argued that AC current was more dangerous than DC current. This is simply because lower voltages and amperages of AC could be lethal in comparison to the same levels of DC voltage and amperage. But Tesla knew that AC current was the better form of electricity to power U.S. cities. This is due to two main reasons. The first reason is that AC current is much more efficiently transmitted over long distances than that of DC current. This is because AC current is constantly reversing or changing direction of its flow. Here in the US, that change occurs every 16.7 milliseconds because the frequency of our power is 60 Hz. This leads to the second reason. The constant reversal of flow produces an alternating magnetic field, which allows for the use of transformers to step up the power to higher voltages or step it down to lower voltages with minimum power loss. DC current, on the other hand, only flows in one direction, making it constant and does not produce the alternating magnetic field. This lack of an alternating magnetic field in DC does not allow for the use of transformers to step up or down the power. Being that AC can be transmitted over long distances more efficiently, we can have central power plants, whereas if we were to use DC power to power our homes and businesses, we would need to have multiple power plants scattered all around our cities. His work with AC led him to what I feel is his greatest invention of all time, the polyphase motor, otherwise known as the AC motor or induction motor. The polyphase motor was revolutionary for many reasons. Unlike the DC motor, which incorporated permanent magnets and a coil around the rotor which was manipulated by the input of voltage to change the polarity to rotate the shaft, the polyphase motor produced a rotating magnetic field, or RMF, from the input of a three-phase AC power to rotate the shaft. This was revolutionary as the rotor made no direct contact with the source of power. The DC motor, on the other hand, had a commutator around the shaft. The commutator was connected to the coils, which changed the polarity, and to the brushes, which were directly connected to the power source. The brushes in DC motors became damaged periodically due to the constant arcing between them and the commutator. Polyphase motors revolutionized many industries that employed the use of electric motors because they could operate much more efficiently. By efficient, I mean they did not need to be serviced as frequently as DC motors. Because of the constant arcing between the brushes and the commutator in DC motors, the brushes had to be replaced periodically because they became too damaged to turn. In turn, the DC motors didn't function properly. Tesla's work with alternating current, his invention of the polyphase motor, can all still be seen in the modern world. The electricity that lights up our homes and businesses and powers our appliances is all alternating current. The water in our homes that we drink, cook, and bathe with is all supplied from pump houses. The pumps in those pump houses are driven by polyphase motors. The motors connected to the fans and HVAC systems that keep us warm in the winter and cool in the summer are all polyphase motors. Tesla's works and contributions are everywhere around us, even if we weren't aware of it. My personal connection to Tesla is that I've always found his work to be fascinating. He was a pioneer way ahead of his time. His name was also the inspiration for the company I currently work for. Some of the work I've done in my career has been in the development of test equipment to test inverters that convert the DC power from batteries to AC power to power the polyphase motors that drive our products. Hence, his work have also inspired the products we produce. Nikola Tesla was a truly remarkable person and engineer whose works still continue to inspire us today. His works can be still seen in our lives even today.